Hey there. I've got out one of my cool tools. This is a watermelon with strings, also known as an oud, and it's a very old instrument. Predates the guitar, predates the lute. It's kind of the father to the lute. It looks like a lute, except this doesn't have frets, so it's a fretless instrument. It has 11 strings. Actually, has 12 tuners on it, and then you can see the tuning. It's friction tuners like a violin. I bought this for a specific session a long time ago. I got called to do for some. It was like a video game, and then I've used it on many sessions since then, movies and even on a hip hop record. It was kind of cool. Did a hip hop thing on it. It's not tuned like a guitar at all. It's 11 strings, but it's really grouping, so it's really kind of like 6 strings. It's a single string at the bottom, and then pairs. The rest of it's pairs. And the tuning that I have on it is kind of an Egyptian tuning. This is an Egyptian oud, and it's the tuning I have is D, G, A, D, G, and C. Okay, not perfectly in tune. Very difficult to tune because it's these friction tuners. Like I said, they're 1-to-1 gear ratio, and the way that they stay in place is by pushing them in really tight. So it's very difficult to tune this thing. I'm not even going to try right now. But basically, it's a cool instrument that has. You can kind of get a lot of slides and spins and stuff. It's kind of cool. It's a fun instrument. I think this one was about $300. I got it from Lark in the Morning, which is one of the places I recommend for just picking up cheap, fun instruments that you can kind of add to your arsenal. Sometimes it can make a real impact on a song. You may only use it once or twice. You may use it once a year, you may use it twice a year or whatever. But I just get it out just to play with it because it's so much fun to kind of. And let me apologize to all the oud players out there because I'm not an oud player. But I'm having fun. Let me get this in there. Anyway, there's some fun scales in there you can play, and traditional Arabian music has, I kid you not, notation for 54 notes per octave. Okay, Western music is 12 notes per octave. They are so far ahead of us in this regard. I mean, there's like symbols that are like a sharp sign, is like a number sign, but they'll have one that's like got 3 lines going down and 2 across, or 1 line going down and 2 across. They've got flat signs that have lines through them, flat signs that have like 2 lines through them. All these different symbols for notes that are in between notes. Like they have a note that's not quite E and not quite E flat, but in between, and they have symbols for all of that, and it's very complex. I studied a little bit just for fun. That's the great thing about the internet, so that I could approach the session that I was doing with a little bit of authenticity. But when I got there, they really just wanted basic Western minor scales, so it wasn't anything nearly as complex. But playing in tune is difficult, and that's a lot of times why you'll hit like a bass note, or like here I'll hit this G string. And that way you hit the bass note, and it kind of allows you to have a kind of a tuning thing. So anyway, cool tool, an oud, or a watermelon with strings, as I like to call it. God bless you guys. Enjoy.